Hi, I'm Robin Paulson, your instructor for Math 050, and this is your course introduction video so that you can answer the course quiz questions and also understand, more importantly, how to navigate this website for the class. So I am on this page. This page is the course home page, and you get to your courses via this list, which hopefully you figured that out by now. If you go back to my home, you will get to, this is online tutoring called BrainFuse, and you click there and sign up for online tutoring. It's 8 hours free, so you usually don't use it all in a semester. And then you can go back to the course, summer. And what I do is I set up all the links on the front page. So you're going to see the course news first, and that's just general information. I will post links to the testing center to set up tests. I will post any changes in deadline, or there's any kind of correction on a homework assignment. Right now, what you'll see is an online readiness questionnaire, which I can't even look at that response. That's just you. You want to read that, go through it, see where you're at with an online course, and then here's some tips to be successful. All right, and this has to be updated for summer, but that's a tutoring schedule up on the 4th floor of Confluence, the new CCD building. So that's course news, and this keeps updating. So look at the course news throughout the semester. This little section here is called a widget, but this section is for your homework assignments. You will go to this link for WebAssign, and I'm going to do a little separate video to tour you through WebAssign really quickly. But when you click there where it says link to WebAssign, it goes to where you're going to log in. So you'll always have that reference, and I'm going from different tabs up here. I can just pop back to the home page. But that's just a quick way to get to the login for WebAssign. And how to enroll in WebAssign is this. You click on this, and it's a document that you can read. This document is also located under the content. So anytime you're looking at a document in D2L, you can read it, but if you need to download it, you have to go down here and hit download. And you can type on things after you download them. You can save them to another location, print them, whatever. But you can't really do much with it while it's sort of in this mode here, but read it. Okay, so I click here to go back to the front page. And we were down here looking at the homework. So these are homework instructions of how to enroll in the class. It is free because we are piloting WebAssign. So this is free for this course. And that's a quick video tour. This is a phone number to call for any problems that you might have on WebAssign. Okay, down here in this section, this is the most important piece in the middle here, is a weekly to-do list. And week 1 only is listed. It looks really big because that's where I have the course introduction quizzes, sort of, and that only happens in the first week. So things like the syllabus quiz, and that comes with a video. No, it doesn't. It just comes with a link to the syllabus. And this quiz for this video is right here, using this course quiz. This is a link to the video you're watching, and then this here is a quick video on how to do discussions. So that's not going to be there every week. And these questions, these quizzes, are just quick questions. It's like 6 or 7 questions. It's free, 100 points for doing that. Well, 100%. My 100 points are based on 100%, so you get 100% for the first few assignments if you just complete those. And also in the first week there's some math work to do, and you'll see this more on a regular basis. Each week you'll be completing homework and doing discussion, and occasionally a worksheet. So when I talked before about this, when you clicked on here and it was linked to the content, what that means is up here in this list, if you click on content, anything I have on this front page links back to the content. Even these instruction videos. these instruction videos are here as sort of a library. You will see links to these instruction videos already in the discussion questions. Okay, so what I mean is, if you go to a discussion and there's a question to answer, there's going to be a separate video on how to answer these questions and what to do, where to click. But embedded in the discussions are videos, a video on percent change. This is also located on the front page under video instruction. However, this is just if you want a quick reference back to that video. Let's say you can't remember what discussion you saw it in. You can look over here on this list and quickly pick out a video you might need to review while you're working on a test review. A test review is a worksheet that helps you practice for the tests. So, quick review here. The course news is right there. A link to the homework. To-do list. This will be updated each week. The next one will be to-do list week 2. And then you'll have your tasks there. Video. This doesn't change. These video instructions are instructional videos. And over here is calendar. So anything that's coming due will pop up in the calendar. You can also see all these same due dates in the syllabus. Now, back up on this front menu. So that's on the front page. When you're on this top menu, you can go to the grades here and you'll see your grades. Right now, all I see is the entire class. But in your grades, if you will not have that option to go to manage grades, but your grades will look more like this. You'll have a vertical list of all the assignments and the grades will pop up, and you'll also see comments. I can put comments on any graded assignment and you'll see the comments in the grade book. Okay, also up here on this top you could go to Dropbox. So when you go to the Dropbox, you will see the assignments. Here's the due dates. The first 3 are due this first week on June 7th, but those are these quick questions you're answering about these videos. Then there's 2 worksheets. There's only 2 for this course. Now, those Dropboxes, when I'm clicking again to the front page, will also be linked. I can link them on this front page. I don't always do it. I guess I did not do it on this widget right now. But no worries, just go here and whoops, right here, and you can drop in the Dropbox. Okay, so you know to go to grades. One important thing is under quizzes, I put the test reviews. Test reviews are not a quiz. They're really just your practice for the test. Yes, it's graded, but it's graded as homework. And when you click on this, you can go through it once, and you're allowed to go through it twice. Now, there are multiple choice questions. This is why I didn't allow you to go through it 4 times, because then you could guess on every answer. However, going through it once sometimes gets you, you have to figure out what questions you need to go over. You may need to take to the tutoring center if you can. You may need to submit questions to BrainFuse, or you have somebody you can work with. You can also email me. You can make an appointment with me to meet on the campus. I usually can only meet on the weekends. Okay, so I'm clicking back to the course homepage, but as you notice, every time I click to another page, this same menu is there. So you can move around on this top menu. Discussions, you can go to them directly by this menu, or I do have a link to the discussion each time. That would just be down here, and it goes to discussion question 1. And then you will look at a separate video on more details about discussions. Okay, so this is how to navigate the course and the course homepage. I hope I covered everything I will need to cover. Oh, in this little extras section, click on the arrow. There is a rubric, and that's a rubric for the discussion. But I also have that linked onto the discussion. So I think at this point I need to move on. to the discussion video. Okay, so I hope this makes sense. Oh, the way I set up my content is more like a library of reference. Institutional policies are here. I can click on this area and it gives me these things that are under institutional policies. Start here for important course guidance, but this means is under here you'll find the syllabus. Syllabus is also linked to the front page. Online etiquette is just a quick thing on how to talk through email and discussions. Recommended technology, that's on the syllabus. This is also on the syllabus. These three are linked to the front page, but here's where you can find these quizzes. This is also linked on the front page. This is just additional tutoring information, which I do link to the front page. Anyway, so this is where lots of information sits in the content. Instructional videos, I have quite a few. My own, outside sources, other teachers within the school, Jason Burke. This is just where my test reviews are in paper version. And please talk to me if you need to just do the test reviews on paper instead of using the quiz section. All right. Okay, now I'm officially done. And I'm going to try to edit so it's a little shorter. Okay.